Hey y'all, today I want to talk about Trump. So I'm gonna let you know what I think because some really disturbing things have happened. So first of all, the reason I want to make this video is because it has come to my attention that one of my friends has been brainwashed. And this is a person that, should have the cognitive ability, to see through Trump's lies and deception. And it's just ridiculous. And I don't understand how this happens, And sure, we're in this situation where, the Trump people are just pointing out all the negative stuff with Kamala and Biden. And it's bad. It is bad. Like, everything they're doing is bad. But the thing is, Trump would be way worse. I don't know why people are like, Trump's gonna solve it. Look at his freaking track record. During the pandemic, he was basically trying to do everything in his power to get as many people killed as possible. I mean, when the hurricane hit Florida, he was throwing paper towels to people like it was some kind of joke, I mean, Republicans are not gonna help us. Like, Republicans are not here for the people. Republicans are here for rich people and special interests. Like, that's what the party is about. And it's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, we don't have a choice in this case. Like, we have to vote. We've been kind of checkmated. We have to vote for Biden and Kamala. I mean, the Democratic Party did nominate them. I'm sure the Democratic Party maneuvered so that we didn't have much of a choice. I mean, he was the incumbent, whatever. So usually they're the ones that get on the ballot. But anyway, at least the Democrats got rid of Biden and got Kamala in there. I mean, no one's going to get rid of Trump, I mean, the thing is, if Trump gets, first of all, if Trump gets elected, it's the end. Like, people don't understand this. Wake up from your freaking daze. Like, it will be the end of America, the end of the world. And maybe for some special groups that think they're going to benefit when Trump's in office by oppressing all the minorities and the immigrants and black people and Hispanic people and Haitian people, everyone, all the other people. No, Trump only thinks of himself, and he's only for himself. And he basically just wants to get in power. He's going to use the populism. That's what it's called, populism. He's going to use the popular negative sentiment to get in power. But once he's in power, he ain't leaving. He clearly said, if I get in there, because this fool is so, like, his heart just speaks. He can't even help himself. He doesn't need to help himself because he can say anything, and you fools are going to still vote for him. I was talking about the Trump supporters and anyone thinking of voting for Trump. Like, you crazy? Like, wake up. Like, what the heck? I mean, the guy's a felon. He's been convicted. I mean, I could pull up a Trump supporter, which I do. I talk to them all the time. And they never can give me any concrete reasons why I should vote for Trump. All they can do is talk about Biden and Kamala and what they're doing wrong. They're so evil. They're so bad. Just like Hillary was so evil. Well, this fool actually is evil and does evil things. I mean, it's not about rationality. So I could just, riddle off, 100 reasons why we shouldn't vote for Trump. But, the kind of people that are like little freaking Trump zombies that are just like, Trump is, whatever he does. They interviewed some guy. He was like, is there anything that Trump could do that would stop you from voting for him? Oh, no, there's nothing he can do. I'm like, how on earth? Is it some kind of freaking secret video brainwashing technology that when people watch Fox News, they're just like, Trump, okay. I mean, when this friend of mine started talking this nonsense, I was like, you've been brainwashed. Talking about he doesn't like Kamala, that Kamala and Biden are evil, and what, Trump's good? Since when? What good thing has he ever done other than put his foot down and stomp on some other people? He wants to come in and just stomp on everybody. I mean, first of all, let me tell you what's going to happen. Maybe I could put this to a 3D video, an AI video, so you could see the vision. If Trump gets elected, here's what's going to go down. First of all, it'll be the end of American democracy. He ain't leaving. He's figured out over the last 4 years, like, this is Trump 2.0. So if he gets in, He knows he's got to work the bureaucracy. The Republicans have been working the state level, government level bureaucracies and federal bureaucracies for, as much as they can, right? With Biden there, but, through their conservative networks to get the infrastructure in. So this time when Trump gets in, because he learned now, he won't come out and he'll be able to do whatever he wants. And he's going to basically become a dictator. It'll be the first American empire with the Trump family being the new imperial family. Like, this is the goal. He'll be like Putin. Putin is his playbook. So, you can throw that Trump nonsense at me, and it is. I don't even know why I'm making this video. Maybe if someone is on the edge there, kind of thinking, like, no, it will be. It's not about how bad Biden and Kamala are. They're bad. I agree. There's way better choices. They're under some kind of possession with the freaking Gaza thing in Israel, but it's bad with them. We don't really have a choice. In the case of Trump, it'll be the end of the world. It'll be the end of America. So be warned. I feel like if America's stupid enough to elect someone like Trump, then America's going to deserve every bad thing that's going to happen afterwards. Just like Germany in World War II. They were stupid enough to vote for Hitler, and look what happened. Trump is America's Hitler, okay? He's got all the traits, He's just going to go in there and just lay waste to everything, inside and out. Ukraine's losing the war right now because the Republicans, because they were following Putin's talking points, because, I'd see a Republican conservative, podcaster basically going through Putin's talking points about the war. So I already knew that there was a connection somewhere. Then it was revealed that, through a secret operation, a lot of conservative podcasters were being funded by Russia through some third party. They claim they didn't know, but social media is easy. If I was Putin, I would do it. It's easy. Just go pay off some popular YouTubers and feed them some talking points, right? Anyway, you have to have your own critical thinking skills. You can't just go with the flow. Like, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Like, you can't just be like, Kamala and Biden are evil. Yeah. Is Trump evil? I don't think so. Anyway, the point is that it will be the end. And he's just a pawn of Putin. Putin is the Antichrist. And we can get into that later, but he is. And he's using his long tentacle of evil to manipulate Trump. If Trump gets in there, Putin basically wins. America will be subverted from within. Putin will be able to do whatever he wants. So back to Ukraine. The Ukraine is losing the war now because when they were at a tipping point, the conservatives refused to send the funding. That critical 6 months window, I think it was 6 months or something, was critical. And now, because of that, they're actually losing the war. If Trump gets in, it's going to be that when Trump says, I'll end this war in 24 hours, what he means is he's going to cut all the support to Ukraine and he's going to give Putin a green light to do whatever he wants. Can you imagine? So even more thousands of innocent people will be oppressed. Putin would have a good foothold in Europe. And then Trump's going to do everything in his power to destroy the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO. He's going to do everything in his power to do that, right? Under the guise of they need to pay their fair share. He's very smart in that way. He's very conniving, and he knows how to play people and work them against each other, and he knows how to maneuver a situation to his advantage. It's almost supernatural. I've never seen anyone like this. This guy has more than 9 lives. When the trial came, I knew he wasn't going to be convicted. He was convicted, but I knew he wasn't going to go to jail. He survives everything, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he gets elected, honestly, at the rate this is all going. It just has that vibe of, Hillary, where the Democrats were so confident. I mean, they're not quite as confident as Hillary, but they're definitely acting confident. But the point is that if you are even thinking a little bit, don't. It's bad. It's going to be bad for your children. It's going to be bad for America, Trump is a talker. Look at that buffoon. Like, how on earth? Why would you want this fool? And why is and why is Elon Musk all of a sudden like supporting him? Like, what is going on? Like, this is some freaking nonsense. But it's like he got possessed too. Like, what's going on? Like, and in the way the Republicans are just like, yeah, hail Trump, it'll be the end, and then he'll just start his purges, right? He's going to do his political purges. He's got up there and admitted he wants to freaking assassinate people, put them in jail, go after all his opponents. He doesn't even hide his intentions. So how can you support that? And then Christians, like, I'm gonna do a whole nother video about Christians supporting Trump. Like, that's just beyond ridiculous. Like, you guys have no credibility as Christians. Like, just chunk it. Like, you're not Christians anymore. I mean, for you to just do all kinds of mental contortions to try to say that Trump is this, savior of Christianity and all this nonsense while he just does evil every day. I mean, God, like, why don't you just hire a mobster to be the, president for Christians? Like, you just, just bring the devil in and say, well, the devil's going to save us. The devil's going to bring Christianity back to America. The devil's not so bad. Like, I mean, why not? He does everything the devil would do. Like, he does all the sins, right? I mean, he hasn't done murder yet, but, once he gets president, he's gonna. Well, technically, he was president, and he probably did, so. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just so frustrated. Like, it's like, what is going on with the world? It's just so bad. Like, even if Kamala and Biden get elected, it's still really bad. But I feel like Kamala could, like, did I say Kamala and Biden? I meant Kamala and her guy, but if they get elected, maybe there's a little hope of something, maybe. But so I feel like if Kamala gets elected, there may be a little hope. But if Trump gets elected, like, it's all over. It's over for America and then the world, because, Trump is basically working for our enemies. Except for China, like, he's against China, right? But he's a freaking buffoon. Like, even if there was a war with China, he wouldn't know what to freaking do. He's not competent in anything. He's just a spoiled rich kid that has been really good at playing his hand, his rich kid hand, and manipulating everything. Each time he's able to, like, manipulate it to get to this place where he is now. Now, he is smart in that way. But he's not going to know how to fight in war with China. We'll lose if Trump gets elected, or he'll do something stupid and start World War III or a nuclear war, and we'll all die. Like, it doesn't matter. Can you imagine there's a key moment, like the Cuban Missile Crisis, and Trump's in charge? Like, can you imagine? The world would have ended back in whenever the Cuban Missile Crisis was. Like, can you imagine? Like, what is wrong with people? People need to freaking wake up. Like, you have to have discernment nowadays. You have to do your own thinking. You gotta be careful about what you're being exposed to. Question everything from all sides. Is it true? Is it really true? Who are the sources? You can't just go to a rally or listen to some stuff. And if you listen to Fox News is controlled by the Murdoch family, and they don't care about you. You're listening to corporate propaganda. So Murdoch, one, he makes a ton of money off of it, but two, he has his own agenda. So you're basically working for a billionaire and doing what a billionaire wants. Like, shouldn't you do democracy and do what America wants? Or do you just serve a billionaire? Like, and the same for all mainstream media. And that goes for CNN and the other things that are controlled by these corporations. So I don't know. That's my rant for today. I'm tired just saying all this stuff. It's just getting on my absolute last freaking nerve. I mean, people need to wake up. In the comments right now, let's go. Tell me why we should vote for Trump other than because. Because when I ask people, That's all I get. I either get silence and crickets or because. I never get any actual reasons because there are none. Other than that, he's going to make a certain groups more empowered over the rest of us. So, I mean, he's going to bring the economy back. The guy is not a successful businessman. He's never done anything but connive. He's a con artist. Like, all he does is he's just running scams. Even now in his campaign. And you fools just keep like, oh yeah, I'll buy your stuff, Mr. Trump. Yeah, I'll join Truth Social, invest in whatever you say. I see his stupid commercials on TV talking about, I need you to support me. It's like, what? I don't know. This video is probably pointless. You know, when you talk to a Trump supporter, it's like talking to a freaking zombie. Like, dude, you can't convince them of anything. Just like Trump, hell Trump, 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 hell Trump, 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 hell Trump, 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 hell Trump. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just trying to reach people that, you know, are kind of on the fence or even having a thought about it. Like, don't do it, no. And for people who are thinking about voting independent, that's just a vote for Trump. That's just the way our system is. Maybe we can change it somehow. You know, it's bad. It's bad either way. But if you vote for, what's it, Jill Shine or something, like, that's a vote for Trump. You're just splitting the vote. Like, I mean, just like, what's his name? The Kennedy guy joined forces. She should join forces with Kamala. Like, sometimes you have to ally with your enemies to get the greater enemy. So, but you know what? They're gonna pull something out of their hat. They cheat. This is their thing. You know, they cheat. Like, and Trump did that last time, and he's brilliant. He's like, so he just does that thing where he doesn't play by the rules. So I would not be surprised if something happens right before the election or during the election, that something happens that throws everyone off, that allows him to win, or something, because he's good at that. He'll throw out things to mess up stuff, right? So look out for that. But you can't vote for him. You just can't. It's the end, you know. And if it'll just be the end of America. It's probably the end of America anyway, but he'll accelerate it. Imagine he's president and there's some mega disaster like a super volcano or something that really requires some serious leadership and ability. You really think he can do anything? He only thinks of himself and his family, and he just wants to be like Napoleon. Like, but you know, he's no. I don't know anything about Napoleon, but no, he cannot be in charge. Like, how on earth did he go through all of that? He's been impeached like what, 3 times? Like, I mean, I should just give a list of all the different things. But you know, you guys will just say, oh, well, that was political maneuvering. That was the Democrats just. So the trial where he was convicted of felonies, oh, that was just the Democrats trying to use the court for political gain. It was a jury of his peers. It's the so-called American system that conservatives claim they believe in. You know, conservatives are just freaking full of garbage because, you know, they talk all this stuff about freedom and all this stuff, but it's only for them and a select few people. The rest of us serfs are just supposed to do their bidding. Like, they just lie, and they're totally like, this reminds me of like racism back in the 20s, and you used to hear these stories and think it was incredible. It's like a total double standard. Like, there's no consistency. It's like, it doesn't mean anything. So Trump can do anything he wants. Oh, what about a jury of his peers? Oh, that doesn't matter. What, did they pay off these juries? Oh yeah, they paid them. Like, you guys are crazy, man. That's all. Like, I'm talking about Trump supporters. You know, you're crazy. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, how can y'all do this? And when America falls because you elected Trump, I'm gonna blame you. You idiots that did this to us. Took the, you know, this experiment in democracy and just threw it away to some fool and his family. All right, I'm done.